Hello, hello. I'm going to try this again because my internet keeps doing really strange things. So, hey everyone, this is Dana Susan Beasley, and going to try to get into the habit of doing more live videos. Really want to especially be a voice of encouragement. So, I have been thinking about this topic for a while. And hey Sarah, nice to see you. So anyway, there was something that's been kind of going around in my head for quite a few months, and I was hesitant to share about it. Then I wrote about it last night on a Facebook group, and people really liked it. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and share it today on a live video. So as some of you might know, in July, we went on a camping trip to Bailey, Colorado, and we specifically chose Bailey, Colorado because it has a Bigfoot museum. And Sam, my son, is really into cryptozoology. And I must say that I'm a little bit fascinated by Sasquatch myself. So we went on this great camping trip, and one night it was about dusk. We were wandering around the forest near the campground and going farther and farther away from the campground. And the further we went away from it, the let's say less comfortable I got and the more paranoid I got, because we actually did see some signs that could very well have been Sasquatch, and my mind was working overtime. Now I knew in my head that you're out there at dusk, could very well run into a bear or a cougar. That could very well happen. So, but I was a little freaked out, and I kept thinking about this monster that could be out there. So, but it got me thinking. It got me thinking about what are the monsters in my life that I'm facing? Because at the time, I knew that we were going to be facing an extraordinary hard time. And that to me was a huge monster. But then it got me thinking about, okay, so it's not really the monster out there that I need to be afraid of. Because coincidentally, a couple weeks later, there was a lightning strike like 20 feet away from me. That was way more frightening than anything thinking about running into a Bigfoot. Woo, that was crazy. But anyway, is it the monster out there that's so frightening? Or is it the circumstances around us that's frightening? And yes, that was frightening to me, and I felt very helpless. But what really the most frightening monster, I realized, is the monster inside me. And that monster that says, you're not good enough, you're never going to be good enough, you're not adequate, nobody cares, you're not worthy, God doesn't care, he's just going to let you down. Those kinds of thoughts that were just taking over my mind constantly. That is the monster that really was what I was facing, and that I have to face day by day. And I realized that the antidote to that is trust, and knowing that the God who sent his son to die for me, he faced the monster of the Romans, let's say, of being crucified, that he is able to help me. If God the Father can raise Jesus from the dead, then he has the power to help me in my specific situation, and he's not going to leave me. So those were the kinds of thoughts I've been going through my mind as we've had some extraordinary circumstances sometimes that have made me frankly just want to give up. But I can't quit. I'm not going to let the evil one have that kind of victory. And so I just walk day by day, moment by moment, in trust that God's going to take care of this. And one of the things that I'm doing to step out of faith is I'm doing a free webinar tonight. And so if one of your monsters is you have a child, you have a student that you don't know what they're going to do when they grow up, or you don't know how to nurture their passions and giftings, or perhaps they're an aspiring entrepreneur, but you don't know how to help them, or you don't know how to help them along their path so that they have a viable, successful career, then I have a talk tonight, is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, that will lay out 14 very practical ways to nurture your teen. So, and this could nurture anyone really, but I'd love to, have you there. I'll have the link in the comments when I'm finished. So that's all. I hope that you got some encouragement from this, and hopefully I'll be back on a regular basis. I'm sure going to try to. So hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you later. May we reach new heights in our lives and beyond. This is Dana Susan Beasley from Angel Arts.